Hey guys, it's Monday. I hope you all had a great weekend. I managed to work all weekend. I worked, 19 hours over 2 days? 19 hours? 20 hours maybe. Over 2 days, over the Saturday and the Sunday. And today I've got the day off, but I'm working tonight. So I'm a little bit exhausted. But I had a good weekend otherwise, so I hope you all did too. This week's choice of theme is Rodions' turn. And he wanted to know what we'd be doing, I guess what we'd be doing a year from now in our lives, what point we'd be at, what would be happening in a year from now, what do we think? This could really go two ways for me because, as some of you are aware, I'm really kind of at this fork in the road of my life at the moment. I know that sounds a bit dramatic. But look, option one that I've got at the moment, they both kind of influence what I'll be doing in a year from now, so I'll try not to ramble on too much. But option one I've got at the moment is a really close friend of mine. I've only known her for like a year or so, but as you'd know, I'm hoping to travel by the end of this year and just like backpack through Europe and like Asia and go down the Indian coast and check out Africa, and I'd like to make my way over to South America and the States and Canada and stuff eventually. And yeah, a friend of mine, Eileen, is actually doing it. She's actually got the guts to decide, yes, I'm going, this is it, I'm booking my ticket, blah blah blah. She hasn't got that far yet, but she's actually going to Canada at the end of the year, and we're kind of making plans, and I'm serious and genuine about them, to actually go and get myself over there. What I wanted to do first, if I had my ideal way, if I had the balls to actually organise it myself, is a year from now I'd be going down the western Indian coast. I'd be travelling through Asia. I probably wouldn't even have got to Europe yet, but then again I'd have to get to England eventually because I'd run out of money just backpacking and checking out touristy sort of stuff. So a year from now, if I was to take that option, I'd be travelling, and God knows, I could be anywhere. I could be somewhere amazing. And that's kind of where I'd like to see myself in a year from now, this week. Like this week, next year. The second option I've got, which is just as good, I wouldn't have any regrets or anything, and again, some of you would be aware, I've had a few family dramas, and I'd really just like to kind of stick close by my mum at the moment. She lives in another town about an hour away. I think this time in 12 months I may be at the point where I've got a secure job in a law firm again, and I've bought a house. And I'll have my mum there and my other half and my dog and cat and a happy little family, and just be kind of working to pay off a mortgage and stuff. And I know that sounds horrible and depressing, but you've got to do that at some point in your life, don't you? So I wouldn't want to look back and think I didn't get to travel or I didn't get to do anything, but I'd be just as happy if I could just settle down and own a house and just have everyone I love around me and make sure they're safe and well, and I can keep an eye on them, and I'd be working towards something, you know. I'd buy like an old house and renovate it and whatnot. So sorry Roddy, and that's kind of the two options I've got. I'll either be in some magical, majestic place on the other side of the world doing something random and crazy and awesome, or I'll be settled down here with a house and a mortgage and a job and a car and all that. So I know they're two very different worlds, but I'm being honest. I sit here today and I honestly don't know where I'll be in a year from now, but I know it'll be one of them too. Now we'll get away from the whole intense personal kind of thing for a moment. Rodion also wanted to know what our hair would be like in our year. That includes our hair too. I don't know. I think if I'm backpacking and whatnot, I'd love to grow it out longer and have like wild dreads. You know, like dreadlocks, and, you know, be one of those surfies that don't wash their hair and whatnot, and have like a wicked beard and just look really feral, like really redneck. But my hair, if I was to stay settled down here and get my shit together in my life, would probably be very barbershop, very short back and sides and lawyerish, because I'd been in a law firm. So again, I couldn't predict what my hair would look like either. I like this challenge, Roddy, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you all this week think you'll be, if you can predict where you'll be at in a year's time. And I'd also like to grab this opportunity just quickly before I cut off. Viewer questions, I really want to bring them back. So guys, if you have any questions, you know how it works. You might remember last time, on new subscribers, this is how it went. You give us your questions down here, and then we pick one, and then the following week the 5 of us all answer the same question. And you know, it's, so ask us anything and we'll pick a question. I think it's actually the person, if I remember correctly, that decided on the challenge, like picked a question, so that'll be Caleb next week. But we'll work it out. Put your questions down here, and you never know, you might get them answered. I'll see you next Monday, guys, and I hope you have an awesome week, and bye-bye.